So in Jonah chapter 3, it talks about how the people of Nineveh repent at Jonas's preaching. Okay, so Jonah preaches. In verse 4 it says, you have 40 days and Nineveh shall be overthrown. In verse 5 it says, so the people of Nineveh believed God and proclaimed a fast and put on sackcloth, from the greatest of them even to the least of them. Now what's interesting about this is that Jonah is a wildly successful missionary, right? In verse 10 it says, and God saw their works, that they turned from their evil way, and God repented of the evil that he had said he would do to them, and he did it not. But Jonah didn't love the people, right? In the beginning of verse 4 he says, but it displeased Jonah exceedingly, and he was very angry, and he prayed unto the Lord and said, I pray thee, O Lord, was not this my saying when I was yet in my country? Therefore I fled before unto Tarshish, for I knew that thou art a gracious God, and merciful, and slow to anger, and of great kindness, and repentest thee of evil. So Jonah wasn't scared for his life. He was scared that the people would repent. Jonah didn't want the people of Nineveh to repent because he didn't like the people of Nineveh. He didn't want them to repent. He wanted them to be destroyed. And I think that this is just really interesting to me because when I was a missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you often were counseled to learn to love the people, to appreciate the people, and to try to have a Christ-like love. And it's just interesting to see such a successful missionary who has such contempt for the people. What's important for Jonah, why he's successful, is that he eventually is obedient, and he has an amazing amount of faith. So he obeys God eventually, right, after his ordeal with the fish, but he also believes that people are going to repent and that God can save them and is merciful. And so despite his lack of loving the people, he makes up for it in faith and in obedience. At least eventually he learns obedience, but he always has faith. He always believes that God, and it's because of his faith, it's because he believes that God can and will save Nineveh, that he runs away in the first place. Anyways, I just think that that's interesting.